No, I speak for this country because many people do not want to speak the truth. Others fear William Ruto. I said we thought we were electing a leader, we elected a businessman, and a very crafty businessman. He has taken over all sectors. I'm now told he has even started a glass factory in Dar es Salaam. Tiles, cement, steel, fuliza, e-citizen, insurance, hospitals, universities, SHA, kila kitu Amechukuwa. I don't know how much money he wants. So today mumeona kuna watu wameshikwa jana, that they are being held by DCI, and the accusation is that they have brought in substandard fuel. That is not true. I want to tell the people of Kenya the truth today. Others fear William Ruto. I said we thought we were electing a leader, we elected a businessman, and a very crafty businessman. He has taken over all sectors. I'm now told he has even started a glass factory in Dar es Salaam. Tiles, cement, steel, fuliza, e-citizen, insurance, hospitals, universities, SHA, kila kitu Amechukuwa. I don't know how much money he wants. So today mumeona kuna watu wameshikwa jana. Universities, SHA, kila kitu Amechukuwa. I don't know how much money he wants. So today mumeona kuna watu wameshikwa jana. So today mumeona kuna watu wameshikwa jana, that they are being held by DCI, and the accusation is that they have brought in substandard fuel. That is not true. I want to tell the people of Kenya the truth today. When we came into government, I was deputy president. William Ruto came up with something called G2G in matters petroleum. G2G means government to government. But there is nothing like that. It is Kenyan companies buying from the Middle East. Two companies, Gulf Energy, owned by somebody from Meru called Jogu, a proxy of Kasongo, and Starbucks, owned by Chebet, the one who grabbed the hotel for Rafael Tuju, again a proxy of William Ruto, are the ones who have been doing business for petroleum. So as we are anticipating a crisis because of the challenges in Iran, these peers for petroleum, the CEO EPRA and the CEO Kenya Pipeline, decided, because G2G is a fixed price, and William Ruto wants it that way because he makes a lot of profit, they decided to get cheaper fuel so that they can help cushion the people of Kenya from price hike. And then the people who run the G2G on behalf of William Ruto reported to him that these people have brought competition with you and you are going to lose your profit. That is why they have been arrested. Because they are in competition with William Ruto. Because William Ruto is in petroleum business. through the G2G arrangement, through Gulf Energy and Starbucks. So those people are in custody, not that they have committed any crime. They brought cheaper fuel for the country so that Kenyans do not suffer. They are patriots, they are heroes of this country. They are now in custody. The PS has been released because he's having some health challenges, but the rest are in custody. They will be taken to court on trumped up charges that they brought substandard fuel. But the truth of the matter is that they are in competition with William Ruto and they have denied him profit. And what has happened is that William Ruto increased 8% of VAT for petroleum products. Then he added another 7 shillings for fuel levy. He used the fuel levy 7 shillings to borrow from banks 175 billion. This 175 billion is what him and Kindiki have been going around bribing people in Kenya. The only way to stabilize prices, it is 41 verses 1. Na maundu macio no Ruto wabangite. Rĩrĩa tuonire ũrĩa kũritũhire na Uhuru na nduthi na Uhuru nĩ abiga Kibaki ngĩmwĩra we tiga na nĩguo ngĩmwĩra arĩa ngĩmũikaria thĩ ngĩmwĩra rĩu rĩ ĩno ti ya nyũmba nĩ ya mũhĩrĩ tondũ bara ya neneha twamba gũtigana bara ya nyũmba tũkamba kũrũa yake tũkĩnyitana ithuothe tũteithie Mwai wa Kibaki twahotanire nĩ kĩrĩma plus voter turnout. Kibaki ahotanire arĩ na indo igĩrĩ kura ya kĩrĩma plus voter turnout. We are here. Gũtirĩ ũndũ ũngĩ. Kĩrĩma voter turnout. Our cousins orono wathira. No gĩkĩ kĩrĩma ĩgaikio kura ĩtarĩ yaikio. Na mũtikamake kahinda gakinya nĩ ngajara rũrĩrĩ. And they will listen to me. Ngamarĩria mathaa merĩ ngĩrĩkia. Kona mũtimia ũkorwo Nairobi na gĩkuũ yake nĩ ya Mũrang'a akauma na kabagi agathiĩ akahaica ngari ainũkĩte. Tondũ nĩ ngamakundi ũhoro. Tondũ mangi ya wiki akura kuhitane ndurike nwe coke. We are finished. Nikio ronire nginya Uhuru wa Kenyatta akiuga andu mathikiririe ki? Yes. Ona ke ni athikiririe akaigua uguo niguo erauga. Mundu othe athikiririe ground erauga. And this election for our region, the contest is defined. It's defined. The contest is defined for the Mount Kenya region. The fight, the contest is between versus the traitors of the community. Period. And there is no other consideration. And that is the way the vote will be determined. Are you with the community or not? Na hakuna hii maneno ya kukaa katikati. Ati ndũrĩ rũa-inĩ na ndũrĩ nyama-inĩ. Wewe mwena ũrĩkũ we? You cannot be. Iguoya inagacagua nĩ ũĩ kĩrĩkanĩro kuongera. Their punishment no ya maraya na ici na andũ acio the matarĩ andũ ega. Cowards. Yeah? Rĩu yagĩkorwo ũrĩ coward tũramenya kũrĩ ũrĩ. It's up to you. No yo mũgithi rĩu nĩ ũkũrire. In another 2-3 months it's over. Wakorwo tokĩte umechelewa. Ũyũ mũrango ndũkũhingũrwo atĩ ũikare ta gĩcegũ ũhingũrĩtwo ũguo.
And I'm proposing 3 things, and I've been proposing them. And we must not wait, because waiting is showing how unprepared we are. Our country, as we are all aware, reviews the oil prices in the middle of the month. The people in government should be busy. They should actually not have broken for Easter holiday. They should be busy dealing with 3 things. 1, allocating enough resources for subsidies. Because Kenyans are not going to shoulder the disruption in oil prices if the government will not be doing something about it. Number 1 thing is to provide enough resources for subsidies. Kenya currently consumes around 400 million liters of petrol and diesel per month. And I heard the government people purporting there is 17 billion for all stabilization of prices. That is not enough, my friends. Kenya needs to allocate adequate resources to offer subsidies to the fuel pump prices because consumers cannot shoulder the price, neither can our economy be able to shoulder the price increment. The second thing that you have to do now is that the government needs to draft a bill immediately. Instead of this bill they are bringing in parliament to make one company assess to profit from Kenyan resources and benefiting the same people in power, the bill they should bring before the House immediately is that of making fuel in Kenya VAT exempt. We are in a desperate situation. We need to deal with that now. The third thing is that the minister in charge of fuel holistically and the minister for transport, and especially the one for transport, they need to give a gazette notice immediately waiving the 7 shillings in fuel levy that was added in 2024. Those things are the only flexibilities that can work immediately without waiting. And it is disappointing to see that the people in government are prioritizing politics now, going around the country to politic, when the country is facing an imminent crisis as we go to the mid of April. In an annual producing country like Kenya, the flexibility is there, and especially when it comes to government lowering their appetite for taxes and levies. The current situation in Kenya is that of the fuel prices we pay in the pump, around 50% is levies and taxes. And therefore it means as you fuel with around 180 shillings, 90 shillings is money the government is collecting from you as you fuel your car. And therefore, there is a lot of flexibility up to all that wavelength that we should be exploiting. Unfortunately, it seems that people in government are just wishing this situation away. You can't wish it away. There has to be a deliberate and objective and active policy change that should be happening immediately now, not later. And therefore, I call upon them and again remind them, Kenyans are not going to accept any variations in fuel prices in the middle of April before the government talks about lowering the fuel levy by first abolishing the 7 shillings that was added in 2024. Secondly, before the government offers subsidies to Kenyans and Kenyan factories. And number 3, before we make fuel VAT exempt. And many times people can ask, why can't a member of parliament do this in parliament? Because Kenyans, legitimately, they should ask us these questions. That is a gridlock. In parliament, there is something we call money bills. And whatever we need to do across all these perspectives, you must introduce a bill that has a money element. We call them money bills. And they move faster when they are government-sponsored bills. And because it is the same government that added VAT in 2023, it is the same government that added fuel levy in 2024. And it is the same government that abolished subsidies in 2022. Then the ball is in their court to undo whatever they did. And again, I'm repeating, this cannot wait. It must be done immediately because we must be seen and we must also proceed to do what is right for our economy and what is appropriate for us to do now.